Good to have you on Tesla Shorts Time Daily, episode 510 for June 14th, 2026. I'm Patrick, coming to you from Vancouver. Here's what's happening with Tesla today. The week's biggest developments pulled together what actually moved, why it matters, and what to watch next. Goldman Sachs added 1.98 million shares of Tesla in the first quarter of 2026. The bank had trimmed holdings by $1.4 billion in the prior two quarters. Its current position sits at 29.4 million shares, valued at $10.93 billion. Goldman is also serving as lead underwriter for the planned SpaceX initial public offering. The shift comes amid ongoing questions about Tesla's valuation and institutional ownership trends, from Wall Street positioning to the operational results that likely influenced it. Tesla China retail sales reached 47,281 vehicles in May. That figure marked a 22.53% increase from the same month last year. Exports from the Shanghai factory climbed 67.73% to 38,701 units. The rebound ends two consecutive months of sales declines in the region. Giga Shanghai continues to balance domestic deliveries with exports to other markets. Sales momentum in China pairs with infrastructure moves that support long-term growth there. Tesla is shipping its first foldable supercharger units to Europe. The portable design is intended to accelerate site construction compared with fixed stations. European supercharger expansion has lagged behind North American growth in recent quarters. Faster deployment could help prepare the network for wider use of supervised full self-driving. The first European sites using the new hardware are expected in the coming months. Hardware expansion on the ground connects to software progress on the vehicle side. Tesla Cybercab vehicles have now been documented in 16 states plus Washington, D.C. Sightings span coastal states such as California and New York, as well as central states including Missouri and Oklahoma. The testing activity covers both urban and highway environments across diverse regions. This broad footprint reflects ongoing work toward unsupervised operation capability. Regulators in multiple jurisdictions will review data from these varied locations. Real-world testing volume leads into how the supervised system is being defended today. Tesla released its first localized full self-driving safety snapshot for the Netherlands. The report focuses on roundabout navigation and right-of-way performance in local conditions. This marks an early effort to supply region-specific metrics to European regulators. Similar localized data will likely be required before wider deployment in other approved countries. The release arrives while the company continues to emphasize the value of the supervised system. Official safety data contrasts with a high-profile attention incident the same week. A driver was recorded apparently napping while using supervised full self-driving on a California highway. The video has renewed questions about the effectiveness of current driver monitoring systems. Tesla has stated that its supervised software does not waste driver time during operation. The incident occurs as regulators continue to examine attention requirements in partially automated vehicles. Attention concerns sit alongside incremental feature rollouts that aim to improve daily usability. Tesla owners have shared details about the supervised FSD subscription pricing. One mentioned paying $99 per month for the FSD sub when replying to criticism of the feature. Another expressed comfort with being luggage while the car handles the driving. A third pointed out the $18 monthly charge and noted that the car drives itself, which proves great for waiting in parking lots. These comments come as the company continues incremental updates to the supervised system. The varied pricing references may reflect different subscription tiers or regional offers. Listeners can expect more owner feedback as adoption grows. Rivian's CEO addressed comparisons between their upcoming autonomy features and Tesla's system. The point-to-point capability is expected to be very similar to Tesla's FSD this year. The comment came during discussions of competitive autonomous driving efforts. It positions Rivian as aiming for similar functionality in the near term. Tesla's broader testing footprint across states provides a benchmark for such claims. The statement arrives amid continued regulatory reviews for unsupervised operation. Future updates will clarify how the systems differ in practice. Elon Musk commented on potential future valuations tied to Tesla's autonomy projects. He indicated that robotaxis could contribute up to $5 trillion in value. Optimus was projected to reach $25 trillion in valuation impact. The statements were shared in the context of ongoing development for both programs. They build on the current supervised FSD progress and cybercab testing. Such projections highlight the long-term ambitions beyond current vehicle sales. Observers will watch how these figures align with actual deployment timelines. LM Advisors LLC recently trimmed its stock position in Tesla. The move was reported as part of portfolio adjustments. A contrast with Goldman Sachs increasing its holdings earlier in the quarter. Institutional activity remains mixed as the stock navigates valuation questions. The trimming adds to the picture of shifting positions among various funds. No specific share count was detailed in the report. Such actions will be tracked in future filings for broader trends. Tesla is preparing to release Actually Smart Summon on the Cybertruck. The feature will allow the vehicle to navigate parking lots and approach the owner without driver input. It follows earlier Cybertruck-specific software updates that tested large vehicle handling. Owners will monitor how the system manages the truck's size and turning radius. The rollout comes ahead of broader, unsupervised ambitions across the lineup. Vehicle-specific autonomy features tie into broader navigation refinements. The navigation map now displays available parking options directly as drivers approach their destination. The change reduces the need to switch screens or consult separate applications. It continues earlier refinements aimed at keeping driver attention on the primary display. Further map layer additions are expected in upcoming software releases. Small UI wins connect to larger software standardization moves. Camp mode is now shipping as a standard feature on every new Tesla. The over-the-air update enables climate control, lights, and media while the vehicle is parked. It removes the previous paywall and any required configuration steps. Tesla highlighted the change with a simple post that included a camping emoji. The feature is now available at no extra cost across the entire lineup. Customer-facing software polish contrasts with manufacturing compliance issues. The Bay Area Air Quality Management District issued 17 violations to the Fremont factory in a single day. The citations center on air emissions and permitting requirements at the assembly plant. Tesla has not yet outlined corrective steps or any impact on production schedules. The factory continues to serve as a key production site for multiple vehicle lines. Factory compliance questions lead into supply chain developments that also affect scaling. Tesla released the full specification and reference code for its Tesla Transport Protocol on GitHub. The company also joined the Ultra Ethernet Consortium to help standardize the protocol. Inside Dojo clusters, the protocol operates at Layer 2 using standard Ethernet switches. The design eliminates IP and UDP header processing to reduce latency between training nodes. Observers will track whether other organizations adopt the open code in production systems. Internal AI infrastructure work links to battery supply chain shifts. Taiwan's Elise is expanding capacity with connections to Tesla's battery sourcing needs. The move underscores Tesla's multi-continent approach to cell procurement. Supply decisions now span suppliers across Asia, North America, and Europe. The expansion could influence cost and availability for upcoming vehicle models. Watch for further supplier updates that clarify the sourcing mix through 2027. Supply moves close with real-world ownership data that reinforces cost advantages. A UK survey by Regit ranked the Model 3 as the highest satisfaction car for owners this year. Respondents pointed to low running costs and regular software updates as key factors. In the United States, one owner logged 117,000 miles in a Model 3. The driver calculated fuel savings far below the cost of an equivalent gasoline sedan. Such reports provide Tesla with concrete data points for fleet and regulatory discussions. Before we go, keep an eye on June wholesale figures from China and the first European sites using the new foldable superchargers. And that's a wrap on today's Tesla news. TSLA closed at $406.43, up $7.28, 1.8%. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating or review. It genuinely helps other Tesla fans find us. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. See you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts covering tech, science, markets, and more. If you enjoyed today's episode, give SpaceX Daily a listen, the daily companion for following SpaceX as a public company, from Starship to the stock ticker. You can explore the whole lineup at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.